Okay.
Pass it off that fast.
Hey, isn't that what management is? Delegation?
Today is Tuesday. I'm Lashana Guy, and this is Good News Only, where we celebrate the stories that bring us together every weekday at 10:30 a.m. and then again at 1 p.m. We are recapping the good news only, the inspiring moments, the feel-good headlines, and the local wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you too. So if something good is happening in your world, a community success, a personal victory, or just something that made you smile, send me an email to news25@week.com and be sure to put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share your good news right here on the show. So let's start today with something good. For starters, I know you heard all of the chatter in the background before we got started. If you haven't seen the news already, we are having the St. Jude Sellathon. So let me tell you about a little bit about what that is, and then we will have a little later in the show a couple representatives come over and talk to us about exactly what they are doing. Oh, I think I see one now. Do you want to come now? Come now. You can come now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So can you tell us, for everybody who doesn't know at home, I think you were on a couple times this morning, but tell us who you are and what you do for St. Jude.
Yeah, so my name is Kelly Porter, and I am a development specialist at St. Jude, and I'm the lead for the Dream Home program here in Peoria.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is the Dream Home program?
All right, so the Dream Home program is this incredible opportunity in any community that is lucky enough to have it. So we have an awesome builder, Scott Lewis, with Scott Lewis Homes. Incredible builder, and he gets as much of the product and materials and the labor donated as possible so that
wow.
he can build an incredibly beautiful home for as little as possible. And then we have raffle tickets, so for $100 people can get a raffle ticket, and in addition to getting the home, they could also win some of these other great prizes as well.
Oh my goodness. So this happens every year?
This is actually our 20th year in Peoria.
Oh my goodness, so 20 homes.
Yeah.
So how successful has it been for those who don't know at home in the past?
I mean, it's a very successful program. In Peoria, we raised over $1 million the last
Wow.
several years now, so that's incredible. And since Scott Lewis has been involved as our builder, he's almost reached the $10 million raised mark, so that's a really incredible milestone that we're
Wow.
excited about.
Yeah, that is so great.
Yeah.
So what are some of the other prizes? I was looking here on the flyer and I see some jewelry.
Oh, yes, definitely. So if you get your ticket by tomorrow at the latest, you're
Okay.
actually in for all of the prizes. You could potentially win more than one prize, but you have to get your ticket by tomorrow to be in for that $5,000 Bremer jewelry shopping spree.
Okay.
After tomorrow, that prize drops
It's
off,
over,
but there's
okay.
still the other prizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I was talking earlier with someone and she said you guys had a goal. What did you hit last year? And then your goal is like
We've increased it by 500
Okay.
tickets this year. Yeah,
Okay.
so our goal is to sell 14,500 tickets this year.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Central Illinois area is so philanthropic, and they're just so generous. So we're really lucky to have this program
this
here.
is a really good program. So how long have you worked with this program?
This is my third year doing it.
Your third year.
Yep.
So why do you continue to be enthusiastic about this?
Well, like I said, it's a really cool opportunity. I mean, for $100, you could win all of these incredible prizes. Like that alone is, awesome.
Yeah.
But for $100, you're still making a huge difference in the life-saving mission of St. Jude. You know, they're finding cures for cancer. They're finding cures for other catastrophic diseases that children face, and that's literally all they focus on. What kind of research can we do to improve the lives of children moving forward as they're recovering from these things? So that's really
Yes,
powerful.
So awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Hope
was
to
nice
see you
chatting.
again. You too.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, more after the break, everybody.
You're gonna do this ready. I will not. You do not. Definitely do this. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Like a prep, yeah. Okay, ready? Molly, go. I've got to figure out a Megan angle.
I wonder if like just
I mean, I could just like take it.
And welcome back to Good News Only, where we celebrate the stories that uplift and inspire us all. So, I feel like in my mind, I'm paranoid that maybe I had you guys muted that whole last segment. If I did, I apologize. As you can hear, we have a lot going on. It's very busy in the studio today because we have the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway program going on right now. You know, this reminds me of the episode of Golden Girls where they had the telethon and they had the hurricane that broke out at the same time, and Blanche was hosting. I mean, with the other girls, of course, but Sophia was missing. You remember that? And so then Dorothy went to go find her, and then ended up finding Stan and her sister in a compromising situation because Sophia had hooked them up. Remember that? And then Blanche had on all red because she was trying to get a date on the telethon. I didn't wear red. Yes. Remember when they had the telethon and it was the hurricane and Blanche was trying to get a date and then Sophia had hooked Dorothy's ex-husband and her sister up?
Whenever she's talking to me, I have to make sure that you guys can see, so that it's not like is she looking into the oblivion?
Oh.
So no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you need to watch. They play it on Lifetime or not Lifetime, Hallmark Channel all the time. That's about your age group, isn't it? Lifetime or Hallmark Channel. so so it was an episode where
So Central Illinois, should I tell her that she has lipstick on her teeth or not?
why would you?
Since she wants to date me here.
They couldn't even see it. Just go away. We were living in nostalgia before you came and interrupted us.
All I can think about is the theme song now. That's just
Good.
it's
Well,
stuck in my head.
you're not being a friend.
Down the road and back again.
Never. Your heart is not true. Go away.
Because I'm a pal.
Never. And certainly not a confidant.
See you later, Central Illinois.
Bye. Anyway, it is so funny. I love the episode. It's one of my favorite episodes. If you remember the episode, let me know. Send me an email to news25@week.com. Remember to put "Hey Shauna" in the subject line, or else I'm just gonna miss it. And then because it's work emails. I'll think it's one of them. So make sure you do that. And then also you can follow us on the 25 News, Good News Only Facebook page. Did I really have lipstick on my teeth? Why didn't y'all tell me? Anyway, is it gone? Hopefully it's gone. But make sure you follow 25 News, Good News Only Facebook page so that you can send me messages, so that you can, directly, I'll get them straight away, and so that you can comment on any videos you see there, and we can talk, right? We continue the conversations that we start here at 10:30 and 1 p.m., and you can tell me what else you want to talk about, so be sure to do that. I feel like I have eaten up most of our time to talk about the stories that are going on, but it's busy back here, and I'm having a good time just kind of chit-chatting with you. In the meantime, after the break, we really are going to talk about these strangers who are helping to raise money for this 92-year-old. Now they're doing TikToks. Leon seems a little confused. He seems a little confused. He seems a little confused. I wish I could show it to y'all. I think I can show it to y'all. Y'all might be able to see it because he's standing right. He's standing right in the look at him right in the camera. Can you see? Right in the camera. I can't hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, no, you're fine. I can hear you. We plan for today. Okay, so listen, we're gonna come right back after the break. And we will talk about those strangers who are helping to raise money for that 92-year-old. More after the break. And welcome back. Let's get into a little more good news. So, I told you before the break we're going to talk about the strangers who are helping to raise money for a 92-year-old who is still working. Can you believe it? So we're starting with this powerful reminder that one act of kindness can change a life. A Florida shopper is stunned she was stunned to see a 92-year-old woman who was still working, and she decided she wanted to help. So what began as a Facebook post quickly turned into an outpouring of generosity for strangers, and thousands of dollars now have been raised. Repairs are planned, and hope has been restored for this woman who says that her Social Security checks just were not covering her living expenses, and so she felt she had no choice with her mortgage payments or car payments and utilities and other basic life necessity expenses, but to get a job. So she's working at this Burlington here, and the woman you just saw in the shop before, April, was just stunned that at that age she's still out here working. And so she, like I said before, decided to step in and do something. And so they've so far raised a little bit over $55,000 to repair her floors. Her floors are doing some sinking in her mobile home. So she wants to help her get that repaired, and other bills and stuff like that, so that this woman can officially retire. Now I don't know exactly how much it's going to take to retire her, but I have seen bigger feated, is that what the word I'm looking for? I've seen bigger goals reached through crowdfunding sources, like GoFundMe and the like. So I really love this story. I remember being in school, and I remember them telling us, I'm a millennial, so I remember them telling us that Social Security and all of the things, 401ks, all that stuff was not going to be a thing by the time we were her age, and that they didn't know what we were going to do, how we were going to live without working until the day that we expired. And seeing the story just kind of reminds me of that. But the good news is, right, because that could sound all bad. And it's nothing good about it. However, the good news is there are good people out here willing to help, because yes, April stepped in, but all of those people who have raised all of this money at this point, up until this point, and it's continuing, are all good people who are willing to help out. So I think this is a really, really, really good testament to the goodness that never runs out here in humanity. So congratulations to her, and I hope that what she needs, she continues to get, because she seems like the sweetest little lady ever, 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 ever. Can you imagine still working at that age? More after the break.